Hello Gemini, how are you on this fine day? This is going to be a reading for May 27th to June the 2nd. It'll be a 4-part reading. I will first pull out cards relating to your past, present and future, but don't get hung up on time because the past is just memory, the future is just desire, and the present is a present. This is also Gemini season, so congratulations on it being your month, guys. Then I'll pull out a shadow card and an ego card. Your shadow is your vulnerabilities, what you're trying to hide from the world, where you feel most vulnerable. Your ego is what you push out into the world to try and disguise that disguise that shadow. And then I'll look at the dynamic in between those two. Then I will pull out 3 cards, one for your influences working in your favor, one for the obstacles in your path, and why that's happening. And then I'll take 3 cards from Spirit for advice for the coming week. So the first card that's come out for you thus far in your past position is the Page of Voices in reverse. So blocked from a message coming in, blocked from receiving intelligence. This card I'll show you once I've pulled out all 3 of them. This card in particular talks about research, gathering intel, finding out stuff. And that's blocked. So you're blocked from finding out information on something you need to find out. So there we go. So that's the card the right way around, so you can see information, blocked from information coming in. You've been denied information on something you really want to know about. Have you been researching someone online? Have you been attempting to find out information on something but just not being able to get there? The universe is saying no, you're blocked in this capacity. Perhaps you need to make something shift before that happens. In your present position, present's a present, gift, is the 4 of Pentacles. You're feeling as if you are secure right now. You've got a stable income, stable home environment, stable things, but you're not wanting to risk it. It's not fully fulfilled. So it's just, at this point in time, you're not willing to share things. You're not willing to let anyone else in to perhaps jeopardize that environment. But it means that you're feeling quite flush. You're feeling quite okay just now. Your future position, we've got the 7 of Wands, 7 of Inspiration. So for this card, in this pack, this is saying you're feeling a bit under threat right now. That your actions, there's almost a precariousness in your actions. This is in your desire, in your future position. It's like you want something to defend, want something to look after. It feels like you have a high hope right now. You have a manifestation that you're putting into action. You have something that you're working towards and taking action on, and ain't nobody gonna get in your way in regards to that. Card for this part of the spread is the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Materials in reverse. So you're being blocked from taking action towards a material goal. Perhaps you're wanting to progress to the next stage. I mean, you're already feeling pretty flush, you're feeling pretty secure, you want to so maybe you've got a stable home environment, now you're thinking maybe it's time to buy rather than rent, maybe it's time to expand my home, maybe it's time to start a family, maybe it's time to try and get a promotion. The universe is saying that this is not the time for that. So all this research you've been putting in and defensiveness feeling, it's like you really have something in mind that you're wanting to achieve. But there's a few blockages in the way of this. Let's see what we have for your shadow and your ego. Actually, I'll do a full shuffle. Oh, hi. 3 cards have come out for your shadow self. Hanged Man, Hanged Muse, taking a pause, in need of a perspective shift, surrender. 2 of Materials, 2 Pentacles, that's balance, juggling. 2 things that you're needing to do at the moment at the same time. And 3 of Inspiration, waiting for your ship to come in. Also, having put all your things in place and waiting for it to be actioned. You've got something going on that you're not wanting to share with everyone, Gemini. You have a plan. You're not at the right time for actioning that plan. Now is not the time for that. but you're not sharing that with anyone. It's kind of like I think maybe it's kind of secret. It feels like a secret passion project, and it kind of feels like it relates to this 7 of Wands, 7 of Inspirations thing. You don't want to share it with people. I think you feel it'll be under threat, that someone may steal it. Dynamic is the 9 of Voices, which is like, in this deck, I relate this to dreams and nightmares. It's meant to mean sleepless nights, but you have concerns that you're processing in your brain right now quite a lot. Maybe your dreams are being really, really active just now. Perhaps it's occupying your brain space to quite a significant level, to the point where you can't really stop thinking about it. What you're projecting, your ego, is the devil in reverse, which is the breaking of bondage. Freedom from an oppressive force, and freedom from contracts. Card at the bottom is the Magician. As above, so below, baby. And that's manifestation. So yeah, you are pushing a lot of energy into something that you want just now. This is about manifestation just now. You have something, a concept. Maybe it is a project. Maybe it is, it's something for you though. This doesn't feel like there's romantic involvement in this at all. This feels like it's about you. You are pushing forward on this. What you're presenting to the world is that you're free to do whatever you want. No responsibilities. Nothing that you have, nothing that you're attached to or have any duty towards. You're giving off that impression to the world that you have no plans. But actually, what you do have is a lot of plans that you want into action. Oh, wind. No, funnily enough, it's air. You're basically taking a pause and not pushing forward on this, not taking action on it. What you're trying to do, you're hiding that aspect from the world. You do not want everyone to know you're taking a pause. It's like a breather before a lot of action. You're not telling the world you got a couple of things on your plate. It doesn't say that you need to ask for help. And it does feel like this is kind of the right move, so you're in a good place for this. It's like you're just taking some time, some patience, to wait for the thing that you're trying to manifest to come into reality. But it is on your mind continuously, but you're not sharing it. This is reflected again with this thing in the present position, not sharing. But this feels like a good move, not sharing. It doesn't feel like a bad move. You're putting a lot of energy into manifesting this thing just now. And you're doing everything correctly. You're not sharing that. You're not sharing your vision with the world for fear that it may be stolen. You may have to defend it. You may have to justify it, you know? It's a good move, Gemini. Good move. Right, let's see what's in your influences and obstacles. Oh, 3 cards for your influences. Queen and King of Cups. And Queen of Wands. You've got a lot of people around you just now. You've got a lot of support from people. You have someone who's able to create emotional space for you. You have someone that you're giving emotional love to. And somebody who's like happy to, so it's receptive action. Queen of Wands is receptive action. I'll show you. Someone who's able to create the emotional space for you. A mature, masculine energy, projective, who doesn't have to be male. It can just be masculine, which means projective, will create the space for you. Someone who's able to protect and create space. Oh, wrong order. Sorry. Queen of Cups, someone who's able to receive love, someone who's sensitive. These are probably Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So water signs, or have heavy water placements, or you see them as having the characteristics of that, which is, emotional, sensitive, kind, artistic, gentle. Water doesn't always have to be gentle, though. Remember, water can sometimes be scary. And we've got the Queen of Wands here, a manifestor, fire sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You have someone like that in your midst. You got King of Cups, you got Queen of Cups, and you got a Queen of Wands in your midst who are here. So your friendship basis, your network is solid just now. Oh. The Devil, again, a dynamic. So that can be like codependency, addictions, bondage, something that you're tied to and you can't get off. It can be an oppressive force, or it could just be a connection. Oh, and in your obstacles working against you. Oh. Six of Wands and Three of Cups in reverse. And card for this part of the spread is Seven of Wands again, defensiveness. So what you have here, obstacles working against you. Are you looking for attention? Are you maybe a bit too in the spotlight? Do you feel too seen? That could be an issue. If you're feeling too seen and you feel like that's a negative thing, this is Three of Cups is about friendships, sisterhood, reconciliation. I feel like you feel too seen. This is where a lot of your secretiveness is coming from. You're not wanting to tell everyone what you're taking action on. You feel very exposed. This is what I'm sensing. And this is what's kind of contributing to this Seven of Wands energy, this defensiveness. It's like you need to feel like it's a feeling of justifying yourself to people. And if you've got this Devil playing around in this dynamic as well, this is like, obviously this is in your why, between your influences and obstacles. I think it feels like you're dependent on someone. It's almost like dependent on, maybe too dependent on your network around you, or the people who you've had around you up until this point have not been best of you in your best interest. They're not providing you with the things that you need. There is a massive cleansing going on just now of connections and barriers and stuff like that, you know, so it could be something to do with that. Keep an eye on your, make sure you're depending on this King of Cups, Queen of Cups, and this Queen of Wands. Like, keep in touch with them. These are the people that you're going to be able to depend on just now, Gemini. This network, this three-part network. I think the rest of your friendship groups that are not really suiting you, or not serving you anymore, they can be let go of. Right, let's see if we've got any advice. First card that came out was Nine of Swords again. This isn't saying sleepless nights and anxiety to me. This is saying night. This is saying dreams. Keep a close eye on your dreams. They're going to tell you a lot about your subconscious just now. Emotional fulfillment. 10 of Cups. Whilst this is all happening, this project-based thing, like I say, it didn't feel like it's about love, it didn't feel like it was about romance, it didn't feel like it was about friendship or connections, which would be Cups-oriented. This feels very 3D action-based. Not even that many swords have come up. This feels very much so like it's about thinking things through. Communicate. Maybe it's time to communicate. Maybe it's time not to hide this in the shadows. That's the Chariot in reverse. Don't charge ahead yet. Move towards love. There's connections there. I mean, you've got your Queen and King of Cups here. Move towards that. And the Six of Pentacles. Sharing. Bring something to the table. Contribute. Make sure you're doing your bit as well, okay? Don't just keep this defensiveness, which is your Seven of Wands. You don't have to be defensive. You can let your guard down. Now it's time to let your guard down. Okay. Well, that's what I've got for you, Gemini. I hope that helped. I hope that clarified things for you. I will see you next week for your next weekly reading, and I hope you have a really beautiful week. Ciao for now.